And it's hard to be thanking God right now because it's like I'm surrounded by childlike individuals who are this perps the government contracts that's supposed to make you subscribe to these things. One thing you all know as a target individual is they play with your libido a lot. Sexual arousals are manipulated in this program. When you use this when you are utilized as a test subject with this technology, a lot of it is sexual related. So they make you have sexual arousals whenever they want. And then they try to gaslight you to think that you're not being manipulated to have these sexual arousals. That they're just observing this natural effect happening. And it's not them manipulating your brain to have that experience. And it's something they do to others. It's been well testified. And this is a way they use this technology to break you down. Now, for me, not too long ago, and the thing is, because a lot of these preps are very childish. And so as childlike individuals, they live in a reality that's quite far from reality. And so they make you have this stimulation that clearly they're making you have. It is so intense. It doesn't make sense. It's just like boom. And at this point right now, is even to me, it's so sexual. I'm so stimulated by them in this manipulative way, by manipulating my brain, that I'm having almost like testicle pain. Now they have these people, some of them are children. Actually, a lot of them are children around here. And they try to negate it, but I'm going to get to that. And these childlike people contracted to disorient you, to gaslight you, want you to think that, and at one point, that you're not being manipulated this way. So this sexual arousal, I well testified by this. This, what you're seeing here, is a target individual who describes some of the things that this technology that will alter your brain can do. Number 6 here is the technology can make you have sexual arousals. And they utilize that in a way that's degrading. Now, the clowns around you, like I said, when they manipulate you to have this sexual arousal that you see noted here, they're supposed to come out and say, this is not real, it's you. And then for me, the way they try to make me subscribe to this, mind you, a lot of them are children. They're like, Sarah, this and that. They try to make me think like these stimulations are just mapped to me as a child, and they've been falsifying my child memories and try to make me think this is what I experienced. Now, before making this video, they made me have this sexual stimulation toward who I think is a baby, like an infant baby. I'm not sure. Swiping, I'm on the dating app, and on the background there's some like baby, like big, like a baby, like a 6-month-old. And before I swipe, I see it. Because usually what I do, I stop, I take a screenshot and be like, oh, they did this toward this baby. Now, the funny part is, they try to make me subscriptive of these things when it's like, when it's little girls, it's true. When it's little boys, it's us doing that. They have some stupidity of that logic around, like, try to gaslight me into this. And they try to put fear tactics. They do this noise campaign. And it's all like ecosystem of the same bullshit. And the stimulations are intense. Now, the awkward part here is, in the same profile, in the same, dating app, my profile consists of me holding a child, a young child. Now, I was in this child's life when he was a baby. Actually, I was there when he was still inside the mother. And so I even babysat when he was like a few weeks old, a few months old. So they try to make me think, okay, well, if it's a girl, yes. So they make me imagine this baby that you can't tell if it's a boy or girl. You just see he's dressed in white. And they try to make me imagine, no, but the white dress, this is the imagination. I saw a child, a baby, The rest is just kind of created to paint it into a baby girl. That's just my imagination being played with. But I did see a baby. And it stimulated me intensely. But because I have a picture with a baby there and none of that happened, they try to make me imagine the baby to be a girl. But either way, it's them manipulating me. Now, because I know it's what they do. I don't identify with this. They want all these tortures that they're gonna make me experience for the theatric aspect of things, to negate the fact that they do these manipulations. They start saying you're gonna prostitute. It's like whatever you do to me, these sexual arousals are what this technology is doing, and you failed and make it look like you're not doing that to me. Then some trash say it's abuse, it's abuse. What they're trying to say is basically they're making me think that what we're doing, we're not manipulating you. Remember what you did as a kid. When as a child, I did something to myself that they try to exaggerate. Matter of fact, let me just say this again. I did something to my child. I did something as a child that they try to exaggerate. And every time I bring that up, they boom, they make no escaping. For example, they just did that. They're supposed to box in these bullshit stories. The truth is, what I did as a child is something I completely forgot and something I did to myself. But today, as a grown man, when they make me have these sexual arousals, this toward an infant, they're like, we mapped it to you as a child. When in truth is, they do that to others. And by the way, they do harmful things to children, by the way. Like babies, infants, 3-week-old baby. Testimonials of this is there. So one, I know you do these things to others. Two, I know you manipulate the libido. And I know myself very well. You think I'll see a baby and what happened to that baby there? Why they're not? That's what they do. And I know they try to brainwash me to be accepted of that. And lastly, I know that they also torture children. Like babies. And they still think that at any point, and that's when it's going to be a problem. Because they think the more fanatical they behave, I'm going to forget that they are obviously playing my libido. Which, to try to negate the manipulation of libido, guess what they start saying? Il pedo. That's how bad it is. And then they think that these tortures are going to be... I was like, you better be sure. Listen, let me say this. I don't want to be tortured. I don't want to suffer. I don't want to be screaming. I don't want to be... But one thing is for sure. They've given me a purpose that I have to fulfill and run to. These clowns are doing all these theatrics right now. There's honkings, there's motorbike, there's the noises that are all supposed to make me think I'm not being manipulated in this fashion. But people who torture children as young as 3-week-old, utilizing fucking clown teenage shit that's supposed to make me think they're fucking researchers. While doing this sexual arousal so painful that I can feel it in my testicles. Tell me that they're making me pay, by the way. Oh, not even that. They say what I did as a child was abuse, while they actually involved in a program that abuses 3-week-old babies. And wanting me to be acceptive of these current experiences that they force me to get sexual arousal so intense that I feel in my testicles. Oh, just to wrap everything up, we know who's top tier. And if you watch my videos, you know what I mean by that. Tiger Vigil, one thing is for sure, understand that your libido is going to be utilized in degrading ways. This is how they break you down psychologically. If you, in my case, not only they make you have these sexual arousals, then they have trash that's supposed to negate this manipulated sexual arousal and make you think that you're not being forced to have those. For me, I just wait for the chance for these clowns to try to play this game as if they're not doing this thing to me. I truly pray that they try to do that. I truly pray that they come in front of me and behave like I don't know that they are forcing me to get these sexual arousals. I truly pray for that. I really want them to come around me and play this game. I swear to God that that's the second they'll know reality has a price. Tag and Vigil, stay strong.